All right, we're going to start somewhere else, though, this morning. Beachgoers are being urged to stay vigilant this summer amid an alarming number of injuries and even deaths caused by drivers on the beach. Here's the background. A series of recent accidents is forcing some Florida communities to reconsider the long-standing tradition of allowing vehicles on some beaches. Chris Van Cleve went there to see how dangerous the situation has become.
Good morning. At least 12 states allow you to drive on at least some beaches, and it's kind of fun. You can see why it's a big tourist draw, and for locals can be a time-honored tradition. But at least 3 accidents this year here on Amelia Island. It's raising questions about the safety of cars and people sharing the sands. Security camera video captures the moment this Jeep Grand Cherokee drove over a sand dune and hit a sunbather on Amelia Island, Florida in May. And she's not the only one.
Nassau County 911, where's your emergency?
I just got ran over. My legs just got ran over by a white Jeep that's pulling out right now.
Just weeks earlier, Amanda Gonzalez was laying a mile up the same beach when she, too, was run over by a different Jeep.
I felt a lot of pain. I sat up and I come nose to tire with the Jeep.
Did the driver stop to see if you were okay?
No. I don't know if they know they ran me over. I don't know if they saw me.
The mother of 2 is still recovering from injuries to her legs and back. She can't drive and has been unable to work since the April crash. Gonzalez wants vehicles off the beach.
Every time I closed my eyes, I saw tires coming at my head. And it still happens, and it's hard.
A third vehicle driving at night ran over a well-marked endangered sea turtle nest like this one. Nassau County, home to Amelia Island, charges $5 a day for visitors to take a vehicle on the beach.
People park like this.
Technically, the law allows drivers to park there, but videos show potentially dangerous behavior, like cars doing donuts.
It's preposterous.
Lawyer John Phillips has represented 6 women in the last 7 years who were run over while sunbathing on Florida beaches. He says he's identified more than 40 other incidents in Florida alone.
Letting pedestrian vehicles on a beach seems to be driven by almost antiquated yore. And I mean, their grandfathers drove on the beach, so they're going to drive on a beach.
At least a dozen states allow some form of beach driving, and while deaths are uncommon, they have happened, and accidents are not well tracked. Unlike injury or deadly crashes on the road, beach accidents are not reported nationally.
We don't know for certain how many events and how many injuries, how many deaths occur. And any time there's a combination of motor vehicles and pedestrians in a relatively unprotected environment and a very chaotic environment, the risk is really elevated.
The city of Fernandina Beach tightened its beach regulations, and police now encourage sunbathers not to lay in the area open to vehicles.
Calling to order and
Local officials are weighing whether to make the beaches car-free, but that's controversial with residents and tourists like Linda Berry and her daughter, who drove hours specifically to park on this stretch of sand.
We came out here yesterday, straight to the beach, and she had never drove on the beach, so that was nice.
There are no easy answers.
Mayor Johnny Miller is hoping for some middle ground.
We can figure out a way to get along, to make it symbiotic, that we can have people and cars, that access the beach.
Cars and people continue to share the beach here in Amelia Island as both the county and city really struggle with what to do to try to make the practice safer. Bottom line, it's tradition versus safety. For CBS This Morning, Chris Van Cleve, Amelia Island, Florida.
well, safety should win. I think we figured it out at the table, Jerika.
Yeah.
You have a good idea.
I think you should be able to have an area where you can park your vehicle.
Right.
But why would you want to keep driving up and down the coastline?
Right.
I love the idea of beachgoers stay vigilant. If I'm going to the beach, I'm not vigilant. That's not the idea.
Right, you're
Yeah, there
supposed to
should
be
be-
relaxed.
Yeah.
Have an
worrying
area
about-
for the cars and an area for the sunbathers.
Simple.
We figured it out.
Not so hard.
I don't know. Safety should always win, I think. If you're on the go.